pasuk in the end, the last parak says, "V'chol masei sokvoi gvurosoi ufaroshas gedulas Mordechai, asher giduloi hamelech haloihim ksuvim al sefer divrei hayomim lemalchei modei ufaros." If you want to know anything about the heroics and strengths and greatness of Mordechai, then you could go ahead and check the chronicles of the Persian Medina. So Chatzkel Abramsky asks, what's the point of this pasuk? So Chatzkel says that this pasuk's telling you that there's nothing over here in the Megillah, nothing. This is not a history book. It's not here to just tell you information. There's nothing here that's written that's not important to know for some kind of a lesson. If you want to know more historical facts, go check it out in the Chronicles of Persia. So if that's true, I had a different kasha. The pasuk before it says, "Vayosam hamelech Achashverosh mas al haaretz v'iyeh hayom," and Achashverosh imposed the tax. So according to Chatzkel Abramsky, what's this negay? The Rishonim asked the kasha, the Ibn Ezra asked the kasha. What's the negay to know that Achashverosh imposed the tax? The story was wrapped up already. Why do I have to know this?
It's because of Chatzkel Abramsky.
Well, so Chatzkel Abramsky. I'll tell you what it has to do right now. You have to have patience. And all day long in school, that's what we do. We have that. So Chatzkel Abramsky says pshat somewhere else in this pasuk. Chatzkel says pshat in this pasuk is that you would think that Achashverosh just lived through a ness. Achashverosh was the one who knows the whole story from beginning to end. He knows how he killed his king because of his friend. He killed his friend because of his king. He knows about the gzeira that he made, the igros rishonis, igros shniyos. He knows exactly what happened. He knows that all of his plans were foiled. He knows the Eibishter took care and turned everything around. And he raised up Mordechai, and Mordechai put Mordechai to be the Mishnah L'melech, Mordechai Yehudi, Mishnah L'melech, Achashverosh. He knows the entire ness. He knows that the Eibishter was watching, and the Eibishter turned over the whole story. And what did Achashverosh do afterwards? What did he look like right after Purim? What did the person look like right after Purim? Dr. Chatzkel, you know what Achashverosh looked like? Vayosam hamelech Achashverosh mas. He went on Zoom to have meetings with people. He went to make his taxes. Everything was regular. It was business as usual. A person went through a whole Purim. He went through the Sikin and the breakfast and the carnival. And after Purim, he looked the exact same way. No dent was made in Achashverosh. Das ist gewesen the Purim von Achashverosh. That's this pasuk. What does the Purim have to look like after you go through the Purim? So Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz asks the following kasha. Rabbi Yonasan asks, the Gemara in Megilas, the Gemara in Yuma says, Amar Bavo, it says Lam Natseach ala Yelas Hashachar. Amar Abzera, Lama Nimshla Esther la Ayola. Sorry. Amar Basi, Lama Nimshla Esther la Shachar. Why is she Ayelas Hashachar? She should have been Ayelas Halayla. Every morning, the kapitel we say, Chav Beis, is dedicated to Esther and the Ness of Purim. Why is it Ayelas HaShachar? Ma Shachar, Soif Kol Halayla, Af Esther Soif Kol Anisim. Just like Shachar is the culmination of Laila, Esther was the culmination of Nisim. Correct Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz, why was she Soif Kol Anisim? Why were there no more Nisim? You would think there's no more need for Nisim. Nisim means that there's Hester. We lose out the feeling the Eibishter is with us. So Hashem sends a flash every once in a while, a nest that we should see that He's in charge. So what, the Esther Soif Kol Anisim a couple thousand years ago? And number two, what does it mean, Ma Shachar Soif Kol Halayla Af Esther Soif Kol Anisim? Esther Soif Kol Anisim means that if it's Soif Kol Anisim, that means that there's no need for Nisim anymore. That means everything's in the open. The Eibishter is in the open. Everybody feels His presence. If there's no more Nisim, so l'chayra, it's not true. Soif Kol Anisim means it's Hester. So if it's Hester, then it should be Soif. Then it should be Laila. We're right now living in the darkness if there's no more Nisim. So Dr. Yonasan Eibshitz, that the Ness of Purim was so powerful, and it was supposed to bring our attention to the Eibishter so blatantly, so open, that it should have been Yoim. It should be Yoim right now for everybody. That there's no hidden. He's here in front of us. It's impossible to miss Him. So therefore, there's no need for Nisim anymore, because when a Purim passes by, we shall have our eyes so open that it's impossible not to see. It's impossible to be shut. There's no more Esther in the world, and therefore there's no more need for Nisim. And Esther brought Yoim for posterity, for Netzach. There's no such thing as not Yoim. So that means that the Purim has to bring us to a point that we're able to topple, we're able to feel the Eibishter with us, and that's what the Purim has to bring us. I once heard a verse from the B'Shem the Briskerov. I don't believe it's the Briskerov, but we say in Ayelos HaShachar that Esther said, Oishieni B'Pi Aryeh. Esther said, Hatzileni mecherev nafshi miyad kel v'chidosi. Hoishieni B'Pi Aryeh. She says, save me from the dog, and then he says, save me from the lion. Why did she change her mind in the middle? Is it a kelev? Is it an aryeh? So different people say that she was mavazah to Malchus. You don't talk about Malchus to be a kelev. But I saw somebody says B'Shem the Briskerov that when she first davened to the Eibishter, she davened, please, there's a kelev in the way. What does it mean a kelev? A person's walking, he's a little bit scared of dogs. If you're a yid, you're a little bit scared of dogs. When you see a dog, so you think it gives a charetza, you move to the side, you think you're going to pull through. The Eibishter said, you think Achashverosh is a dog, you think you're going to pull through, it's not going to work. Then she understood. She says, Atzileni Mipi Aryeh. An Aryeh, when you see an Aryeh coming at you, you know that you can't cling to the wall, move to the side, duck. There's no Eitzah. You know the only Eitzah is the Eibishter. It's all the Eibishter. Esther on Purim, the idea of Esther and Purim is recognizing that everything's an Aryeh. That means that the only way out of the situation is, like you'd be in front of an Aryeh, that the only Eitzah is the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's what the Purim has to look like, and it should not go back to business as usual.